Welcome to the Casual Experience.
Hello, casuals. You're welcome to the Casual Experience Show, a podcast for fight enthusiasts where we just talk about fight and gist about fight in a casual way. And on this episode, we'll be having the review of the UFC 320 featuring Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira in the light heavyweight division. And on this episode, I'm with my friend Yussuf.
Hi man, how you doing? I'm good. No.
How have you been? It's been ages.
Yeah,
I think
good.
The last time we were here was a couple of people have used ago.
Yes.
And it's a delight to have you here as usual.
Yeah, nice to be here. Actually, yeah.
And how are you anticipating this card?
I'm very excited. Actually,
Yeah.
It's a very stacked card.
Yes, it is.
And there's a lot of fights to watch out for, and I'm just excited. I want to see how Yuri faces what's his name,
Roundtree, yeah.
And I also want to see how Alex Pereira can bounce back if he can.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting much, but I think he still has fight in him, and I think it's just going to be very exciting.
Yeah, and as you said, the card is stacked.
Too stacked.
For you to even start with Yuri and
Right.
is that the fight you're anticipating most?
I think yes, because I want to see how their styles.
Chaotic.
Yes,
It's going to be a chaotic
That's
fight.
one, I really want to see that clash of their styles.
Yeah.
Because their styles are so Yuri is very smooth and what's it called? It flows with the striking.
Yes.
And Roundtree has like this very close guarded Muay Thai stance. So I want to see that clash is very exciting for me.
And then when we are done with that, they now give us Merab
exactly.
Cory Sandhagen. When we've not recovered, I'm sure we won't have recovered from
We
what
cannot
happens
even
at
recover
Yuri.
anything until the fight is done.
Then they now go, the end of. So far, do you think it's the best card of the year so far? I mean, the best pay-per-view so far.
It might be,
Yeah.
honestly, because if everyone brings their A game, it might actually. I think it might be the best card of the year. It might.
And for let's delve into the main card starting from the main event.
Yeah.
It seems there is more sauce and spice into their rematch right now.
Yeah.
They are beefing through.
Exactly. I was going to say that there's been so much drama.
Yes.
Like since their last match ended, there was just drama all through.
Yeah.
Both teams have come out to say different things.
Yeah.
I think Ankalaev team said Pereira's team, he rubbed stuff on his body so that it's going to be hard to grab him. And it was just very funny that there was just so much drama all through.
Yeah.
And Ankalaev's coach calling Pereira a slow old man. I'm like, okay, I know Pereira doesn't like strike with so much speed, but then there's always been precision and power for him. So calling him slow is kind of like weird.
But now when you see him training and we are seeing clips of him, it seems to be more intenseful, right?
Yeah.
Like it looks like I don't know whether it's his hairstyle or his haircut that he just received. It seems to be more leaner, looks younger, and just I was watching a video of him yesterday.
Yeah.
When he was saying I will not lose this fight.
Yeah.
And it just seems. In contrast to the first fight, when he seemed to be traveling all around the world.
Yeah.
I think I was saying it on the preview of that fight, the first fight. Ankalaev, I'm just seeing Pereira traveling, going on roller coasters for their first. That was their first fight. This rematch, they seem to be throwing subtle shades at each other. Trash talking each other.
Yeah.
But now, where we look at the fight as viewers and entity as that we are, stylistically, what do you see changing? How do you see the fight going?
I think the first fight, Alex was sort of like, I think he was obviously the wrestling, the takedown, threat was in his mind. I think that really bothered him. I think, and also Ankalaev did a very good job of stopping his left hand.
Yeah.
Right. So I think maybe this time Pereira would maybe try to not show that he's trying to throw a left. He should not rely on his left hand so much. Right. So if he should mix it up as much as he can, try to throw more kicks because he didn't throw as much in that last one. Try to throw more kicks, and I think that left hook, he should just hide it. Right. I think it should not make it up that he wants to throw. It should just because Ankalaev would most likely want to still try to watch out for that left hand. Right? And he has to throw it when he's not expecting. Right. And I don't know if Ankalaev would have like a different game plan than his last one because it just feels like, okay, since the first one worked for me, I can just keep on doing
You know, he stays southpaw.
Yeah.
But the presence of, we've not been seeing Alex with his leg kicks recently. We know him for his devastating leg kick. Is it because he stands southpaw, or I don't know?
I think the leg kicks are dangerous, or no, I will not say dangerous. I'll say they are a risk for him against someone like Ankalaev, right? Because that takedown offense would come, and you know it's going to come if you're not careful, right? So you can't just be blasting leg kicks anyhow.
But he literally stuffed all his takedown in the first fight.
Yeah, and that's why you see that his mind was on that takedown.
Yes,
right. His mind was there like, okay, but then the good thing for a grappler is that if you can get him guessing when he's going to take down, you can just continue striking without stress.
So are you saying he's not going to throw caution? He's not going to throw caution to the wind right now.
He has nothing to lose now. He doesn't have the belt.
Yeah.
So he can just go ahead. So you should just not be scared of that takedown, right? You know, if he comes, work on getting back up. You know, and maybe even work on attacking your own what's it called, the BJJ offenses when you're on the ground.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people in MMA, whenever they grapple, they're always more worried about getting on quick, right? And which is not a bad idea, but sometimes I think if you are also offensive with your on the ground as well, whoever is trying to take you down they'll think twice.
Yes, they'll think twice.
And they might okay, he might sub me too, and I might because you don't expect it. Just imagine someone like Alex going for a submission offense, like there's no way Ankalaev would see it coming. And if he threatens it once, he will be scared.
You mean Alex?
If he threatens it once, if he can, I don't know. If he can, if it's possible, because obviously Ankalaev has been training wrestling for a long time, right? And BJJ for a long time.
But
so I don't know.
It seems in the MMA community world where we are, there's just an itch in our head. There's something at the back of our head that just tells us that Ankalaev can be beaten. That there's just something. He's an all-round MMA fighter. Maybe it's because of his quiet demeanor. But it just feels that there is a particular game plan. There is something that can work against him.
Yes, definitely. I think I don't know. I think Ankalaev is a very good fighter. Because his striking is very good, and he's he's very explosive sometimes. The way he can just throw a spinning elbow or something at any time. So, but then I think there is a path to victory for Alex Pereira.
For Pereira. And we always know him as a smart fighter.
Yes, there's path to victory. I think he just needs to stick to what makes him better. Those leg kicks will be very good. Right? Because if he can get in those leg kicks early on in the fight.
The last person his leg kick affected was Jan Blachowicz. He even threw leg kicks in the first match, but he didn't seem to face.
Yeah, I think he didn't throw them enough. He didn't throw them enough. I think he could have done a lot more. And because I know everyone's been complaining that they felt like Alex did not come out, and he himself said he felt like he was 40% during that fight. So we'll see whether he was 40%.
He caught him with a head kick in third round or so. He caught him with a head kick. And but looking at all the stats, we always look age, look factor of fighting. And Pereira has been fighting a lot in recent years. I think this seems to be his longest break so far from after the first fight. But Yussuf, look at it. In this fight game, that seems to be the game of the young lions and all. Ankalaev is just 32, 33.
It's still quite young.
Pereira is going...
40s. He's in his 40s.
Ankalaev is faster. Ankalaev is younger. And I was looking at all stats. Do you know hardly do the older fighter win their rematches?
That's an interesting stat, actually. I think so someone like Pereira, he has been fighting a long time, right? And I think since that's gotten into UFC, right, or let's say MMA, right, he has been playing to his strengths, right. So I think he understands himself more than anybody, right. He understands his age, his speed, and if you look at all his fights, his strikes have never been a matter of speed, right. He calms the fights down. It's just very precision strikes, and they come with a lot of power as well. So, and obviously they say with age comes the power, the speed. No, the power never diminishes, but then the speed will diminish. So I think he has been playing to his strengths a lot, and maybe the fact that Ankalaev is making the fight a high-paced fight, because he made it quite high-paced. He kept on pressuring him all through the fight. If Alex can find a way to slow down the fight, right? Don't any of all those. And I feel like the easy way to probably do it will be to make sure that he's always like keeping him don't tip kicks whenever he's trying to like throw a lot, like, you know, drop those tip kicks there, let him like just when he wants to throw a combo or something, or he wants to like just throw something to scatter his rhythm, right? So I think Alex can do that. He's not any fighter. He's a great striker, and I think he can.
And for we fans, it now seems to be not even a split mindset within us. It's just like we know that Alex is now older. We love Alex for who he is. His whole charmer persona and all. But there's just an inability about him not having much longer time anymore. If he wins the rematch, like what's next?
Well, I think if he wins, he'll probably have one more defense. And he'll retire. And if he loses, there's a chance that he's going to retire this
I even see a scenario where he wins and he retires right there. Like what does he have? What else does he have to prove? Maybe if he wants to go to heavyweight.
I don't see it happening.
You don't see him going to heavyweight. Where they are.
Except if obviously John Jones has gone. Assuming John Jones was still a worthy contender, right? Because he says he's back in the pool, so who knows? But if I say a worthy contender, I think we can see Alex do like a money fight, just like do a big fight with John Jones.
But Ankalaev will beat most of, aside from Thomas Pena and probably maybe Gan, he will beat most of the heavyweights.
Ankalaev or Alex Pereira?
Pereira, I mean.
Yes, but there's no point in
maybe because his blades will take him down, obviously.
But like, what's the point exactly? But like, these names he has right now, I don't think there's any every that is as big as he is in the sport. Right, and he has shorter time than them, right? And I think because of that was why he was fighting a lot, right, to get his his name out there real quick and he's gotten that fame, and there's nothing to do again. Honestly, I don't even want him to even go to heavyweight. Like, so what are you doing there?
And this brings us to our last two questions. Who is under more pressure, you think?
I think Ankalaev is under more. It depends, honestly. I was going to say Ankalaev is more pressure, but then I think Pereira he has something to prove, right? I guess, and also like no one wants to win on a loss, go on a loss. No one wants to go on a loss. I don't think Alex wants to go on a loss.
And Ankalaev has been whining about the UFC not giving him enough chances, no opportunities, and them not pushing him enough. Now he's not even had the opportunity to now win the title once. If he doesn't. That's my own opinion. That's why I feel Ankalaev is under more pressure. He just feels that like this is first title defense, right? And it's the rematch. Peradventure he goes to lose. He loses this fight. I don't think they're giving him any third fight or rematch.
If he loses, there's always be a rematch.
When we have Uber that just came out with the top performance last week.
Yes. Shocking performance for me because I was not expecting him to even do.
You thought Rez was going to do well?
I thought Rez had more. What's it called? Fire in him too.
Yes, with the knockouts he was coming into the ring.
And to me, I've always felt maybe Uber was not like really tested. I don't have confidence in
Are you
Uber.
not convinced with him yet?
Now he's now looking like okay, maybe there's something to look at with Uber because but and honestly I think maybe he will most likely get a title shot after this, maybe not, or also like there's also the Yuri fight, so we don't know how that's going to go out. But Ankalaev is on very thin ice with the UFC, and also because consider that he's Russian, he doesn't speak English.
He doesn't
he's not even someone like Habib or Islam.
No social media
where they have like some bit of showmanship. He has none of all those things. So he's
no charisma, no aura.
Apart from you blaming UFC, he's actually a very hard person to promote.
Good.
He's very hard to promote. So I don't even see how if he loses it.
Do you think the UFC are now backing the Pereira? Obviously, every individual you have one particular fighter, even if you are the brass of the UFC, that you're backing that. Let's hope this guy wins. Do you think they are hoping that Pereira wins?
I think it's funny, right? Because what makes it funny is Pereira, over time, I think the past couple of months or maybe a year, actually since his loss, more like since his loss, it's I think there's a bit of bad blood between him and the UFC brass right now because he tweeted where he claimed that he was hacked and he came back and said no, he wasn't hacked. So it's like I don't know. Maybe I don't even know what UFC wants to do with this. What's it called? This particular matchup right now because it's like. Are you guys still on the same page with Pereira? I don't know yet because they're never promoting fight as much as they would usually, right?
I feel the UFC themselves, so they just want to get done with this fight and just put the next hungry lion there, which is between one of those three. Boaska and Roundtree and Ulberg. In my mind, I feel they're favoring Ulberg more because Yuri's had several opportunities.
Yes.
Title, we've seen that. We've tested it.
Yes.
Roundtree
as
got
well.
the beating of his life.
Yes.
Fighting Pereira.
Yes.
Ubek is like the only one that we've not seen.
But I don't know how well the name Ubeg will sell for a main event, for a main card for
if he's not down under there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe he needs one more fight.
The name in America, it doesn't carry
that much weight. Yes, it doesn't carry. So I don't know. Maybe you will see a thing where they'll make Ubeg fight one more fight. I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't even know who they're going to put him against, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on what they have and what they have planned. But Ubeg is not a big name for me to
and we can be sure we're not going to have a drab match between Yuri and Kali.
Someone's going to go out. Somebody has to go and sleep. There has to be a flatline KO or TKO.
Yes.
There's no. I'm not expecting a long match. However, we know from the last match that Roundtree fought, where it was kind of like shy to go for the finish.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know how that's going to play in this next match now. Yeah. Maybe he has more confidence now. Considering after he lost the fight, his fight with Jamal Hill, right? He was hesitant. Yeah, it was hesitant to finish the fight, but he did very well. Yeah. Yes. So I wonder I want to see how that will play out, which is why I'm saying I'm very excited to see their fight.
But he really doesn't have a game plan. He just wants to come and just throw whatever comes into his mind. Head.
Yeah, it's like
at that moment.
What's it called? It's like there's no. He doesn't go more than 2-3 thoughts. Honestly, when he's fighting, he's just gonna throw it.
Yuri is just like carrying. He's like picking up a gamepad. Yeah, and that's when you all rub XO.
You just press everything.
He does everything. May just do something out.
Yeah.
But for our main event, what do you see? Do you see getting to the decision? Like, do you see getting to the later rounds?
I think. They are smart fighters, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if they are someone's going to make a mistake. I think if anyone makes a silly mistake, then obviously it has a tendency of ending quick. But if not, we most likely are going to see a decision again. I think we are going to see a decision.
And who are you backing?
I am.
They like to do all the sports. We are pushing all the sports in this one. Who are you backing?
I think I want to I'm still going to go with Ankalaev. I'm still going to go with him because one, he has momentum. It seems like he has more pressure, and I think that would make him fight smarter. Right? He wouldn't want to make any mistakes.
Yeah.
Right. If he gets a game plan, and if it's a good game plan, he's most likely going to stick to it.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think Ankalaev will still get his win.
Yeah. And I go along with you too. I agree with what you say. Mm-hmm. But I feel Ankalaev we know he has that wrestling in his back pocket, right? Mm-hmm. But he doesn't always want to seem to enforce it. Maybe not to gas himself out or something. And Pereira is obviously a big man.
Yes.
And he's been training with Glover.
Yes.
And consistently we've been seeing him stuffing takedown.
Yes.
But as you said, if he decides like I don't have anything to lose and go all for it, he's just going to be getting takedowns.
Yes.
And if we see that, I feel we might just end up seeing a boring 25 minutes.
Well, boring very very likely. However, if Ankalaev gets enough takedowns, the question is, are we going to see him attacking for like a submission,
like trying to finish the fight?
And if he's going for a submission, we've not really seen Alex in that tough spot before.
Yes, we've not seen his BJJ.
Yes, so that sub might come. It might come, and who knows?
So are you saying Ankalaev by sub?
No,
are you taking the risk? Or are you saying Ankalaev win?
No, I think Ankalaev win is the best I can go.
Yeah, yes. It's like the safer option.
The safer option for me. Yes.
Yeah, and for the bigger risk takers, they can just decide to take Pereira by knockout.
Or that would be a huge one.
The audacity. Well, it's not beyond him.
No, it's
the
not.
left hook is not beyond him.
Yes.
The knee is not beyond him. Mm-hmm. He could even damage Ankalaev's leg in the first couple of rounds.
Yes.
And just down his momentum and his game plan.
Yeah.
Pereira can be so unpredictable.
Yeah, I think. And that's really what we need to see from him. Like those kicks need to come out early, and he has to be able to like commit to them, like do them, like and we know he's very good at throwing them when they are not expecting it.
Yeah.
Right. So you should just dig deep and just throw those kicks, and because if those kicks get in well, Ankalaev cannot plant his feet properly. If we won't be able to won't see those hands won't come in, and then that left hook can just come in from the bottom.
Yeah. And if I was his coach, one of his coaches or one of his friends, I would just whisper into his ear. It seems that you hate Israel so much. Just imagine that you're fighting Israel once all over again, because you've just been friendly in all of your previous fights.
Yeah.
Aside from Israel, it was as if a demon came over you, like you fought with purpose.
I think with Israel is because he said it a few times. I don't think he hates Israel. I think Israel is one who challenges him a lot.
Yeah. So
when it's Israel, he gets very far.
Yes.
So you're right. Honestly, you should just imagine it's Israel at the other side of the
He's like
cage.
An antagonist and protagonist. Yes. And well, guys, ready? Two of us are picking Ankalaev for the win. And if you want to go for it, go for Pereira by knockout.
That would be. I think that would be such a sight to see. It'll be very good for Pereira, and it'll be nice.
And for me, this next bout, the co-main event, Merab Dvalishvili versus Cory the Sandman Sandhagen, has, beside Yuri Prohaska and Akale Roundtree, has fight nights written all over it. Fight of the night.
Yes.
Written all over it.
Yes.
Contrasting styles. And Merab, he seems to always show out more when he has a form of bitterness towards his rival. But he seems to like Cory. We've not seen any kind of.
Cory is one of the nicest guys on the roster now.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Cory Sandhagen?
Don't you? This take us to the bout. Don't you think that will
play into this?
Yes.
As much as bitterness and all those things, they are fighters in the end, right?
Yeah.
And I think one of the things they are good at is putting their emotions aside and they have a job to do, and they're going to do that job. I think Merab. I want to see. I'm more curious about what Cory Sandhagen has for Merab, because the gas tank of Merab is ridiculous, right? And Merab is going to bring that A game. So I don't know. Maybe Cory is able to do some. I think Cory has to really, really, really dig deep to win this one if he wants to, right? He has to really.
Who has that gas now?
Merab,
who has that gas? Like if you beat him in striking,
yes,
you beat him in striking. So far you don't finish him.
Yes.
In as much as you don't finish him, if you beat him in distance management,
yes.
If you beat him in grappling, please don't get exhausted.
Yeah, don't get tired.
And it has always been, apart from Umar, the Umar fight.
Yes.
It seems he builds up Merab. It builds up into
the end of the match,
fight.
Right? Yes.
I won't be surprised if do you think, is it beyond us seeing Cory winning the first round?
No.
I even feel that
would most likely win
he will most likely win the first round.
Yes.
With his length, his footwork,
and he has very good striking as well. So he will most likely do some point jabbing, some point striking. Throughout the first round,
and just switching stance.
Yes, but the point is that Merab is going to stay at the center and keep on
in your face.
He's going to be in his face, so there's nothing. It's going to be very interesting.
And then by the third round, you'll be like, man, what have what have I gotten myself in? But now, if in a scenario where we see, obviously it's a fight and anyone can win still, regardless of all the attributes. Now, if you are looking at it and we just want to say we are finding a spot, or we want to back Cory all around,
all the way, yeah.
In what situations do we see him winning, or in what scenario do we see him winning?
I think a way I want to see him win is I think he can get a one-up on Merab and sub him. Right.
Really?
I think so.
Just the way Aljo subbed him. Merab's teammates. You know how Aljo subbed him in like first 3 minutes of their fight.
Yeah, and I think that way, right? I think I did, and this is just like my own wishful thing, because I want Cory to win, and that's where I want Cory to win.
Yeah, everybody seems to like Cory. We like Merab, but it now seems that two likable guys. Who you like more?
Yeah, I prefer Cory, because I think Merab, so far so good. He and Aljo they've not been stamping themselves in their fight in a way that I think they're not finishing their fights as much as I think I want them to finish their fights. I like their team, Merab and Aljo, but I wish they could finish fights more.
Yeah, more emphasis.
Yes, on finishing fights. Because it feels like they're just trying to just win and just get their paycheck and go. But and they do add a bit of showmanship to it.
Yeah.
Right. But I think I want them to finish fights more. However, I've been a Cory fan for a minute now.
Yeah.
And I think a very what's it called, poetic win for him would be a sub. Like just catch him in where he's not expecting and then sub him. Right, it would be interesting. However, but all that, that's just wishful, that was wishful thinking. But I think Merab is a tough guy to knock out. He has a very good chin and serious gas tank. So Cory's path to victory is very hard to see. It's very hard to see.
Well, but while looking at this fight, particularly with the opponent who is Merab, I'm talking about from Cory's. Every time I look at him, I see like a Sean O'Malley in terms of how they look like. I mean, their length, they're both lanky, their styles, their Swiss stance. And I saw what Merab did to Sean O'Malley in 2 fights. Would you now say can we agree or disagree that Cory is better or an advanced version of Sean O'Malley, or he has more tools than Sean O'Malley?
I think MMA wise, right, I think Cory brings more to the table when it comes to stuffing takedowns. When it comes to, like, even his grappling, he has decent grappling as well.
Normally tried a couple of times in the couple of rounds.
Yes, but
I'm sure Cory too will try now. You will stop. You think he won't stuff takedown? Merab welcomes the stuffing of takedown.
Yes,
it's not the first one. It's not the second one that you stuff. The chain wrestling. And when he starts doing that, it makes the opponent start overthinking. And if there's one overthinker in the octagon, I feel, it's Cory Sandhagen.
No, he's a very tactical guy, and I think he's one of, like, the smart fighters in that division. I think he can come up with something, right? But he has to, like, I don't know if he at least his fight camp should really have drilled improving his cardio, right? And also, like, just taking that what's it called? No, if Merab, like, stayed at the center, right? What's it called? Keep on hitting him and pushing him back, right? And keep on breaking his rhythm. As much as I don't know how much power Cory Sandhagen can even throw at Merab at this point. But
I just like when you said Alex could just shock Ankalaev by taking a takedown. Cory can always do a takedown. He can always go for a takedown at any time.
The problem with that, going for a takedown against Merab is that if you go for a takedown, one, you expend energy, right? And when you expend energy, you're going to get tired. And Merab is not going to get tired.
He's not going to get tired.
It's a very problematic fight.
Do you remember this fight, Cory Frankie Edgar? Where Edgar kept pressing him. It's a couple of fights ago, but the fight still stands. It's still one of the best fight of Cory Sandhagen, in my opinion, where he shows the dexterity and the intelligence
high IQ.
that you mentioned.
Very high fight IQ.
Frankie Edgar kept pressuring him. The pressure was too much. Was too much. Do you know what he did? That space that DJ calls the void. He kept backing up and he intentionally kept leaving that space. At one time that Frankie Edgar just blitzed into him, he threw a flying knee and he knocked out Frank Edgar. I think it was one of the best knockouts in 2022 or 2023.
And I think something like that would be very good for him.
Do you see that happening? Like, it's a scenario that could happen, but do you see that happening against Merab?
The thing is, Merab would take that knee like as if it's nothing. Merab would take that knee and you'll be like, wait, why are you not falling down? And that thing I think that's one of the things that would discourage Cory Sandhagen is if he keeps hitting Merab with his best shots and Merab is not going down, then he's gonna get discouraged, and that's when Merab is just starting his own engine, and that might be a problem for him.
But above all, if it's going to be an interesting fight. And if anyone can stand his own, I mean, to an average level, I think it's Cory. Because obviously he can stuff takedowns. He can decide to have takedowns of his own, and he can just decide to frustrate Merab by moving around a lot. But moving around a lot also exhausts you.
Moving around is not enough. I don't think moving around is enough because you get tired, and as well as the fact that you'll be moving more distance than Merab that you're trying to get tired. Right. So I don't think moving around is enough. It's just enough to like.
And there's this look that it gives the judges and the audience when they just see you
just circling,
and moving around.
It's not. I don't think that's going to be a very good game plan. He needs to. I think what he needs to do, like you mentioned about the flying knee, he needs to hurt Merab real bad. Right. So that Merab what's it called, is
and then able to
becomes scared
finish
to come forward.
Yes.
Right? So, and the moment we see Merab backing up, that would be ridiculous, because at that point, I don't even think Merab is used to fighting on his back foot
he's
like that.
He's
so
not.
now, if he hurts him enough for Merab to, back up, then he might actually get a finish. Or if he doesn't even get a finish, he just gets his unanimous decision, and that's it.
Yeah, so putting you on the spot again, who wins? You want to pick your guy?
Nah, I'll just do Merab. Merab is safe. Merab is safe. I think if I was going to put my money on it, I think Merab is just a safe option, right? It's safe. I do hope. I want Cory Sandhagen, because I think he's a much fun fighter to watch for me, and I think if he wins, I think it's going to be better even for the division.
For division, if Cory wins. Like, even the UFC will be able to back him up.
Yes.
His style.
Yes.
And he might be a cool guy, but his fighting style alone is enough for the fans, right?
Yes,
right?
yes. You can,
and on the flip side, if Merab wins, well, are you going to say he's one, if not the greatest bantamweight?
At this
See
point,
the differences. Like, this is like his fourth fight this year.
Yes.
Fourth fight this year.
Yep.
Title. The last person that was doing that was Pereira and Israel.
Yes. I think even right now is probably the greatest bantamweight right now. Already, I think so. What exactly? Who are you going to put up against him? Maybe DJ.
Jose.
That it was because only maybe DJ that you can say is the one, and then DJ is a different era. So and I think of this era, Merab is the greatest bantamweight, I think.
Yeah, and well, I think we've been on the same page for the for the first fight and the second fight, and now this is our third, talking about our third bout, the most chaotic fight on the card.
I'm not even going to even I'm not going to even choose anybody. I will not choose anybody and say this person are going to win the fight. I think, what's it called? Round 3 can be. I think round will be a very big problem for Yuri, right? Yuri, as fluid as he is, right? Round 3 is a tough opponent for him.
That guy,
it won't be an easy fight.
He hits
hard.
like a truck,
Yes, he hits hard, and he fights like as if
with evil intention.
He fights like so much evil intent. Like he wants to make sure that you don't stand up
your head off.
Yes.
The only fight that he didn't do that was against Yamayu.
Yes.
Like this last fight. That's what's putting doubt in our own mind against how he fights.
Exactly.
But if he fights that way against Yuri welcomes it now.
Yes,
Yuri welcomes it. But let's be the fire.
But we know that Yuri's chin is sus as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yuri has taken shots, and what's it called? Like, he's taking
recently.
Shots. Yes, and he looks like as if we don't think he can actually take that much shots.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think I can put my trust in Yuri's chin as much. Right. And I feel like if round 3 brings the level of power that usually brings. Yeah. Right. It might actually finish Yuri.
Yussuf, this is what what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The way we feel, the way we think, or we suppose that the main event is going to turn out.
Yeah.
With Pereira using his leg kicks, I feel that's exactly what round 3 is going to do. You remember when he used to give those devastating?
Yes.
He has crazy leg kicks.
Yeah, it's those heavy Muay Thai kicks that he throws.
He even throws uplift kick, Yes. He does that thing that John Jones does.
Yes, and those uplift kicks can even work against Yuri, because
his stance
is very wide.
Very wide stance.
And he can throw that, what is it called? They can throw that oblique kick, and the results will not be good.
Bro, everybody seems to be going for Yuri, but I don't think Yuri is going to win this fight.
I don't think it's so either, honestly. I'm
He's too open.
Yes.
I feel.
And that, round 3 is very close. He has that very, very, how would I call it? Very traditional Muay Thai fighter stance, and his guard is high, right? I'm someone with a guard that high. You realize that Yuri might have issues, right? Except maybe he starts blasting kicks to the body and things like that. As high as round 3's guard is, Pereira was able to get through it, right? And Pereira is a very high level striker, and he has fought so many Muay Thai fighters while he was a kickboxer, right? So. But I think round 3 can get it done. Yeah, it can get it done.
And whenever we have fights like this, I always try and look into their not personal life, but their private, what's happening in their life. Personally, for me, when I see Yuri now, it doesn't. When Yuri first came, he had that thing that we didn't know what it was. He just had a kind of animal spirit that we had not witnessed with the old samurai thing, going to go and train inside wood, in the wood, eating wood.
Yeah.
But of recent, all I've been hearing is of Yuri now is He's in university, Abi. He's in school.
He went. Yeah, he just graduated.
He's reading. He's just graduated. He's even cut off his long thing where that always look like Osman.
Yes.
He's cut it off. Maybe it's another version of Yuri that we're about to see. But
are we going to see? You're saying, are we going to see a more calm and calculated Yuri as a fighter, right?
Haven't you seen a wrestling? Haven't you seen a wrestling Yuri?
No. That's never going to happen. I don't think you will ever see him do that.
Yeah.
But I think it would be very funny if Yuri fights smart, right? It would be very funny if he fights smart and he doesn't just try to like get into like this, because I think at this very high level fight like this, you want to be as calculating as much as possible, right? And if you are not, you are just going to, you keep on coming up to them and then they keep on beating you back down, right? So I think maybe Yuri definitely needs to like fight a more smart fight if he wants to win. And because Roundtree is going to keep his guard up, right? He's going to fight that his traditional Muay Thai fighter stars, and I think against someone like Yuri, that stacks up very well. But then Yuri is also very explosive. He can throw a very what's it called, ridiculous shot,
back elbow, or even head or jumping head boot. Just unpredictable.
Yes, very unpredictable fighter.
But
so
I think one thing we both can agree on is certainly we are going to see a finish. Don't you?
Yes, I agree.
15 minutes,
somebody's going out.
There's certainly going to be a finish.
Somebody guaranteed. If you want to put your money on Yuri, well, you better go for a finish.
Just put it on a finish.
And you're going to do it on Roundtree. Same thing.
The odd makers are slightly favoring Yuri to win.
I've never checked the odds.
But if you see the odds for a knockout, is as thin as I think it's like 1.2 something.
Imagine,
because they are so guaranteed that
it's gonna happen.
But if Roundtree decides to play this smart game of just pointing, just the way he pointed out Jamal Hill, well, what about if it's a new version of Kale Roundtree you are saying now?
Well, I think even if Roundtree plays that smart fight, right, someone like you would open him up.
Yeah.
I think also, and whenever I open him, I don't even mean like we're going to make him lose, but Yuri would come out and most likely maybe make a mistake, and it's going to make Roundtree want to capitalize on that.
Yes. So because we know that he has that finishing capabilities.
Yes. And considering his last fights, he has to have more confidence than he had from his last fight, right?
Well, what do you think made me hesitant? Is it because of this guy's knockout power?
Yes. No. I don't think it's that. I think it was more. And I think he mentioned it himself. I think it was because of his previous loss, Alex, right? Because against Alex, he was winning first and I believe second round as well, right? And I think because he probably thought he got overconfident and Pereira like started pissing him up. I think that's what happened to him, and he didn't want that same thing to happen to him again. And
you don't see that anyway. You said Yuri's going to open him up if he tries that.
Yeah, but I think Roundtree can do the same thing against Jamal Hill in such a way that he can still get his shots in, right, without being without overextending.
Yes,
right. And I think this time, I want to believe his his coaches can make him see that you have the finish.
Yeah,
go and get it. Right.
So because they have both of them have a point to prove.
Yes.
There is someone lurking behind.
Yes.
That just finished. Ubeg is number 3, right? Ubeg is 3. Yuri is 2. Roundtree is 4.
Yeah.
Champion and 1 is fighting.
Yeah.
So the 3 just had a great performance last week.
Yeah.
So there's so much holding on this card.
Yeah.
On their bout.
The next we are going to know who the next champ is, who the next contender is.
Yes, right there. Just that card.
Like, so it's going to be very. Like we said before, the card is ridiculously
really stacked. And that's just the first 3 we've spoken about. On the main card itself, we have Josh Emmett. Okay, who are you picking for the fight?
Oh, you mean for Yuri? I said I don't want to pick, but I think I'll still pick. I think I want to go with Roundtree winning. Yes.
I think this one where the 2 of us go with the same thing. Now short pick with that, guys. Are you here? Now short pick we give you. So, anyways, we'll be putting the codes in the group, but our picks: Ankalaev, Merab, and Roundtree. Those are 3 picks. You could go with them if you want to. And on the other fights in the card, we have Josh Emmett and Yussuf Zalal.
I think it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Because this Yussuf guy is a submission artist. Like, he has just been, I think, if you look at his record, I think his last 5, he has subbed 4. I think he only had just 1 decision, right? So I think these submissions will be a problem for Josh.
And he's lanky. That guy is lanky.
Yes.
It's true what you're saying.
Yes, he has been subbing.
Arm triangle, rear naked choke, arm triangle.
He has just been, he's a submission artist. And I wonder what that brings for Josh Emmett. And it's going to be...
Well, you know, Josh Emmett has that neutralizer. Anytime, any time of the day.
Ridiculous.
Anytime I see him, I just always remember this our guy. This our Jesus guy. The fanboy. That he knocked out and he was just losing. I thought that guy was dead. Bryce Mitchell, thank you.
Mitchell. Yes. You
remember that knockout?
Yeah, that was wicked.
You know, he got... Yeah. The commentators were even scared for him.
Yeah, because Josh Emmett packs a heavy punch.
In fact,
he packs a whole lot.
You know, he's even the only one that Toperia was cautious of when he was fighting.
Yes, exactly. I was about to mention Toperia because his fight against Toperia, like Toperia was very careful, and I think I think what's it called? He if this Yussuf guy, because he's fresher guy, he's much younger.
29.
He's 29.
Josh Emmett is 40. So
I think that would play a part in it. And if he can go for that takedown, get the takedown, keep him on the ground, maybe round 2 he gets tired and he can get the submission.
And for him to be having so much finishes, he seems to be a grappler.
Yes, he's very, and his submission threat is very high. So
but Josh is low to the ground. Even his stance, the way he keeps his stance, putting his heavy hands by his side, it will be hard to take him down, don't you think?
I'm not a wrestler, but I think
you figure it out.
He has to figure it out.
Otherwise, he gets spat down.
And then also, like, you know, there's always the chance where you don't, you know, you don't make it obvious what your plan is, right? Yeah. You strike, pretend you want to strike, and then go for a takedown because at some point Josh Emmett would overextend, right? And when he overextends, you can catch him at that point and get him and take him down. So
who are you picking for this fight?
I think this one is my riskiest take on this card, and I want to go with Yussuf, and the reason is because he has that momentum coming for him. Yeah. Right. Josh, I think, is coming from a loss. Right.
Yes.
So I think that momentum is good. I think usually when young fighters have that momentum, they tend to always, like, you know, stuff the older fighters.
Yeah. Right? Darren Murphy.
Yes. So I think that hype. You are young. You are getting these wins. I think he would be able to, like, you know, I think would get the win. But again, this is my riskiest pick of the
I don't even think it's that risky. I just feel that the only thing, well, not the only thing, but the main thing that Josh has to get at him is to knock him out.
Yes, it's his boxing and his power.
Yeah, yes. And it's to knock him out. Yes. And me, I don't always... Hardly.
Don't rely on power like that.
If you're not a top tier, like Josh Emmett is a top tier fighter, right? Yeah. But if you're not, like, in the first top 2, 3, I don't always reckon with them, especially if they're on the other side of the play. It's 40.
Yes.
No matter what you say in the fight game, 40 is 40.
Yeah, 40 is 40.
And you've had fights.
You've had fights.
So however it is, I feel Zalal is just going to figure. And I've been seeing Josh Emmett has been training with TJ Dillashaw. They've been training their strength and conditioning and all. But I just feel Yussuf, and I feel that this one way with the girl on the same picks. Man, guys, I think this weekend is going to be a good weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
To make some little dough. Yes, because hardly do we. You know, we have fighters that we side, and obviously we've both seen different ways that the fighters can win at their side. But at the conclusive end of it, when we come to and I'm even looking at, I've been watching podcasts and programs where they've been giving stats and all. It seems that everybody seems to be aligned.
Yeah, it's like a clear cut thing, but then. It's MMA, anything can happen.
Yeah, there will always be an upset. So did you see Neil Magny's upset last week?
Yeah, and if it was, I saw it was
first round wave.
The takedown we thought was going to go out, and then they came back and then he won it again. So I think that was like serious drama and emotional roller coaster.
It's just the upset. If anything is going to mess anything up in our picks, it's going to be the upset.
And it will be. I think even if the upset happened, I think we are going to have a very good night.
Yes.
So, I welcome the upset. I welcome them.
I beg, I don't welcome upset for my ticket. I beg, oh.
That's true.
And the last fight on the main card, is Abdul Sopian Magomedov versus Joey Pfeiffer.
I think for this one, I've not really seen much of either one. I've seen a couple fights from Joe Pfeiffer, and we're seeing another Muslim Russian on the card again.
Yes, but he's not a wrestler because he looks very tall.
Yes,
he fights from Germany. He's a Russian, but and he's on a 3-fight winning streak. He's won Michael Pereira, won Bruno Ferreira.
Yeah.
One Wale Alves. These are fighters, in my own opinion, who are not up there.
Yes, but
the ones that are up there is lost to them. Is lost to Baralio and Strickland.
Yes, so I think maybe honestly I don't have a straight up pick for this one, anyways.
Yeah.
But I want to lean on the what's it called on the Russian. I just want to lean slightly.
Yeah. I'll be picking Joe Pfeiffer, but I think the best bets for guys that are watching us and who want is just to avoid it all round. Don't just touch it.
That's true.
Don't just And on the prelims, bro, we have you heard of this guy Ateba?
Yes. It seems like UFC wants to brand him as their next Ngannou.
He is. Oh, have you seen that guy's fight?
Yes. I saw his last fight.
Have you seen his arms?
Yeah.
For a middleweight, he has the longest reach.
And his muscles, he has so much power. Round down KOs.
See his reach.
Ridiculous.
205 for a middleweight, and it's not like he's tall.
Yes, he's not very tall.
And then that guy, he has legit
power.
Yes,
he has that muscle actually.
Why do you say that?
I think they said the Aussie guy pulled out or something. I've only seen some places, but I've not really confirmed myself.
I think you might be correct.
Yeah. So it seems they have cancelled
because it's not even in Topology has removed it.
Oh, there we go.
It's not in Topology.
Yeah.
The next bout after Joey Pfeiffer is Shabazian.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you said because Aussie's what?
I think he pulled out because of an injury or something like that.
Wow.
So we might not see our Cameroonian
God, we so gutted.
Yeah.
Because he's been all over social media.
He has, yes. And he's quite I want to see that his power again, because it's very nice to see that much power in middleweight. It's very, very nice.
The last one we saw was this guy, Killer Gorilla.
Oh yeah, Jared Cannonier.
Yeah, Jared Cannonier.
Yes. So we need that. We need to see KO artists like that in the middleweight.
Yeah.
The middleweight division is like is lacking that power right now. It's really lacking. So it would be nice to see.
And also in that middleweight, also we're having Shebazian and Andre Muniz too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you know those ones are just going to want to fight themselves. Muniz will want to take Shebazian down though.
Yes.
Yeah. And Shebazian is always and Shebazian seems to be on the rise recently.
Yes, but he has not been consistent. I think if you ask me.
In his early career, when he was the prospect and there was all hype, when he was with Ronda Rousey and he was just having those defeats, I think he's gone back and he's refined his game. It might not be impressive wins though, but I think he's building up.
Yeah, that match probably in a decision. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Yeah.
He's on a 2-fight winning streak. He won Andrei Petrovsky and Dylan Budka. And it's just going to be a great night for fight. Our early prelims also we have. Bro, do you know Pachimix is fighting?
Yes, I was looking at that. They threw Pachimix to early prelims.
Waiting into them now.
Well, I was going to mention that it's just like
why?
Just three.
What did he do? Because what did he do?
I think their stock has reduced. The stock of fighters coming from outside, their stock has really, really reduced.
So it's not even going to be in the press conference.
Yes, no, it's not in the press conference. I think his stock has reduced. So I think,
and he talks well.
He does, but talking well and fighting well are two different things. Yeah. So I think if he can get his win, he should just work his way back up. I think that it's fight like as if he has not been a champion before, and then and he's not even a champion right now. So like, what are we saying? He just work his way back up, and he can, I think
maybe we want to prove a point here.
Yes,
and for me also on the prelims, in my own opinion, the best lady in the UFC that I like, that I feel she's on the rise and has a solid fight IQ, because she's with her husband that has a solid knowledge of the game, Veronica Hardy, the wife of Dan Hardy. You remember Dan Hardy?
Yes,
You know they have that podcast. They have an MMA podcast. This lady, you need to see her talk about fights. You need to see her dissect fights. And I think it's the way she dissects fights now that is even helping her, coupled with her husband.
Yeah.
Because when she started fighting earlier, she was having series of losses. Her last fight, she lost though. She lost 2024, but before then she was on a 3-fight winning streak. And for the most impressive of that win was JJ Hardrick. The only thing I feel, she just too fragile for like lady. Obviously, ladies are fragile, but she just overly fragile, and that could. But the person she's fighting is 37 years old.
That's good. And she's just 29.
Yeah, and she's just 29.
Yeah.
And guys, it's going to be a great night of fights. We fight enthusiasts and fight lovers. We are going to be in for a great night.
Yeah, and I think so. Another person on the early prelims we need to watch out for is this Soriano guy. He's
Punaeli.
Yes, he's what's it called? He's on a 2-fight win streak.
Yeah.
Right. And I watched his last fight, and he's
good guy. Have you fight?
I think he's a very powerful fighter, and what's it called? I think he might.
He's American.
He's going to be a fun fight to watch.
Okay, he won this Eros Medic. That guy that looks like Russian that has a round head.
Yeah.
He won him this year with strikes.
Yeah. So I think he's someone to watch out for. I think
yeah.
I would. Yeah. Well, I want to say, I think he's one of the people that I want to watch early prelims for. But these days, early prelims and prelims have been very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of fights come out and then we just
see that France card now.
Yes, right.
Okay. It was just this one that didn't come out, but all Australians won though.
Yeah.
It didn't just. But it's going to be a dope night though, and we're going to have fun.
So much.
Which fight are you looking forward to the most, apart from the first 3?
Well, I was looking forward to Ateba's fight.
Yeah.
But then now that it's cancelled,
we just enjoy the fight.
Yeah, I just enjoy it. I'm done for the main card right now because it was one I was looking out for on the prelims. But since he's not fighting, well, I've just watched the rest. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll be there giving you the review gist. Yussuf also will be here for the review, where we just break down what we watch and what we saw from our own perspective. Yeah. And guys, if you got into this junction with us, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for sticking with us. We see your likes, we see your comments, we see everything you do, and it's been a great show of support to us. Kindly subscribe, kindly share with your friends and family, and just know that we are going upwards in our doings and trajectory here. Thank you, Yussuf, once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'll catch you at the
fight night.
I'll catch you at the fight night. I'll catch you at the review show.
Yes.
Nice one, bro.
Yeah.
And on this episode, it's a wrap, yo.
Come to the casual experience.